What I have always felt was missing in Project Zomboid is a bow. Fortunately for me, this game is supported by a strong community of modders. Within the workshop is where I acquired my bow. But this story isn't about my weapon, it is about what I do with it. My journey across Knox County will be full of twists, turns, and frustrations, culminating with triumph in the end. You will see what I mean, but let's take a look at where it all began.
Hey, you're finally awake.
Sorry about that, wrong clip. My journey begins as normal, waking up in a trailer just outside of Riverside. Character starting skills are focused around a stealth archer gameplay. I emerged from my trailer and was getting a feel for how the bow works. Alright, I'm excited to show you guys how this bow works. Okay, it doesn't work like that. Oh, here we go. Nice. He didn't even notice. I got him. I killed a few zombies and looted some of the trailers to get essentials I needed to survive. There's no way I am farming. Nice can opener. That's huge. Things were going well so far, but that was all about to change. I had sprung an alarm. I needed to get away from the trailer before I got overwhelmed. I think I managed to escape. I'm gonna hang out here for a bit.
Bruh.
Okay, I didn't escape them all, but at least this one brought me a backpack. It seems I had escaped the horde enclosing on the area, and now I just needed to clean up this side of the trailer park a bit before nightfall. This half of the trailer park is off limits. Nice. I looted a bit more, and I realized my arrows I started with would not last long. I would need to use a melee weapon occasionally, and find a way to get more arrows. With my temporary base secured, I made my way to the nearby gas station. My character suffers from a nicotine addiction. I would need some cigarettes. There we go. It's a nice map, but I'm never going down there. I stuck around for a bit, getting some food and a new outfit. This could be a fun outfit. Never mind, this looks really stupid. Alright, that's better for now. With cigarettes obtained, I headed home. The first day had some close calls, but overall, I came out on top. I awoke in my empty trailer, and I had to grab some breakfast at the neighbor's. What I needed to do right now was find a way to get more arrows. The mod that adds the bow includes some recipes for crafting more bows and arrows, but you need levels in carpentry to do so, and I had none. So I abandoned my trailer in search of a better place to settle down. I decided to go to a nearby warehouse, where I could find some tools to get started in leveling up my carpentry. Oh, that's terrible. I broke my bow. Before making my way indoors, I had dry fired my bow one too many times. I had no other bows to replace it. I made my way inside and cleared out the building. This warehouse would be my home until I was able to craft myself a new bow. I was hopeful that it had everything I needed. Nice, duffel bag. That's so much better than my crappy bag I have right now. With what was remaining of the day, I got to work dismantling every door and piece of furniture I could find, to get the experience that I needed to level up. This would take quite a while, since I never did find a beginner's carpentry book to boost my XP gains. Alright, that's one level, just one more to go. My character is really bored, so I'm going to take him outside and let him have some fun for a minute. And just like that, he's not bored anymore. Finally. That actually took forever. I had done it. I reached level 2 in carpentry. This would allow me to craft more bows and arrows, and finally be able to play as an archer once again. All that I could craft right now was a bowstring. I needed to find a kitchen knife to craft the other items. So I headed back to the trailer park, found a knife, grabbed some food, and found a car with gas and a key in the parking lot. This would be huge. The car was a piece of junk, but it could get me out of this trailer park and into a more lucrative location. The car would need to wait in the parking lot for now though. I headed back inside and finally crafted a new bow. Once I finally had my new bow, I made my way outside to lure away any zombies sitting outside my door. After losing my pack of zombies, I snuck back to my car, stole some gas from a nearby vehicle, and brought my car to my junk pile. There were just a few more things I needed to do before I left. I needed more arrows. I started crafting them and realized I needed a special hammer and saw to make them. Luckily, I live in a giant warehouse, and I found the tools to finish the job. After almost a week of running around this trailer park and warehouse, I couldn't wait to move to a new area. I decided to move to the small town in the middle of the map. I had high hopes that this small town would provide me with the items I needed to take on more challenging areas, and hopefully a better vehicle. My car was really bad. I decided my first stop would be the bar at the end of town. It had a high fence I could use to escape the zombies if I got overwhelmed. The zombies would give me no time to take in my surroundings though. It was time to put my new bow to the test. This bar couldn't be my home though. I wanted a bed to sleep in. I left my car in the parking lot for now. I lured away the zombies and had found myself a new home. It was rather cozy. After a night of rest, I went out to clear the area of nearby zombies. If this were to be my home, I couldn't have zombies wandering in whenever they wanted. I also went and got my car. I quickly had made myself at home. I had begun looting the nearby areas. Back at home, while crafting some arrows, I heard a terrifying sound. The helicopter was on its way. This event can be very annoying, but luckily, I still had my car. I quickly got into my vehicle and assisted the helicopter in rounding up the zombies. I wanted to drag as many as I could out of the town. The helicopter was gone pretty quickly. I was back home before noon, which was good because I needed the rest of the day to clean up the mess of the zombies that were once again around my house. With the helicopter and zombies gone, I got back to sawing some logs and then, well, sawing some logs. I awoke early and had big plans for the day. I was finally going to visit the nearby stores. There were two things that I was after. The first was a better vehicle to replace my car, and the second was a sledgehammer. Ugliest pants ever. The farm store didn't have much. I did walk away with a better backpack though. The vehicles I found were just as bad as the one I already had. And the tool store had some resources I could use for crafting, but no sledgehammer. My biggest loot locations didn't have what I needed. On my way home, I remembered I could just break down the door to the guns in the farm store. So I went in and grabbed myself a few more bows and arrows. While putting away loot, I checked out one of the annotated maps I had found. It was a location in Louisville I had never before visited, but it looked like a promising place to live. It had food and a gas station in a secluded area. I had a new goal. I was going to move to Louisville. Unfortunately, I still needed the two things I had not yet found: a better car and a sledgehammer. More important than finding the sledgehammer was finding a better car. If I had a better car, I could drive around and look for sledgehammers on the road. So I hopped in my car to check out some of the nearby parking lots. At the burger joint, I found a box truck with gas and key. It appeared to be in much better condition than my current car, and could definitely hold more of the crap I insisted on hauling around with me everywhere. But before I took my new car home, I needed just one more thing. Sometimes you have to take big risks to secure the high-tier loot. Finally, with my new vehicle back home, I started loading it up with the endless amount of trash I had brought with me from the warehouse and had found since I arrived in the town. There were some minor interruptions. A few zombies wandering in was nothing compared to what was about to happen next. Did you hear that? A gunshot had gone off in the night. I wasn't paying attention, so I just started my day like normal. As I left my house, I was met with a parade of zombies. My home was no longer safe. I made it to my van and got out of there. I needed something to do while the zombies settled down. I grabbed my old car that was still in a parking lot and ran over some zombies for a bit. This would be a great time to check out the gas station in town. The power was still on, so I would want to get there soon to fill up my car before my next trip out of town. As I suspected, there were a ton of zombies there. I lured a bunch of them away and made my way back to my box truck. Before I could get to my car, I found myself in a bad situation. I had a ton of zombies still chasing me, and I was starting to get exhausted. I leaped over the fence to escape danger, but only found myself in more of it. I was out of arrows, and my knife was useless. I had to make an escape, or I would be dead. After some clever maneuvering through the trees and houses, I found a moment of peace back by the fence. I was able to recover my strength to make it back to my vehicle and head home. Of course, when I got home, there were zombies waiting. It was a small pack though, so I dispatched them easily. I decided to check my kill count on the zombies now, and I had killed 532 already since I started this character. That was a ton of zombies. I had one last thing to do before I left this town forever. I went to the bookstore to grab a bunch of books.
Jesus Christ.
I finished packing up my stuff and was finally ready to move once again. Before going too far, I would need to stop off at the gas station to fuel up my vehicle. After killing a few zombies, I filled up my vehicle, took a nap, and hit the road. I did not find any sledgehammers along the way, so I made a stop in the industrial area of West Point to see if I could find one. Every time you park your car in Project Zomboid, you can be sure you're about to fight a ton of zombies. After killing the zombies, I checked out the warehouse to see what I could find. What I found was disappointing. Just zombies.
Nice.
My next stop would be the storage unit next door. I broke in and checked all the open rooms. Once again, I came up empty-handed. There was also a construction site nearby that I went to check out. Something interesting happened here. I had been lacerated. Luckily, I was not bit. A zombie bite means certain death. A laceration could also mean death, but I will just have to wait and see how that turns out. For now, though, I was still alive. Since arriving in West Point, I had searched a warehouse, open storage units, and a construction site, and still no sledgehammer. I would need to get a bit more aggressive with my search. So I got out my pickaxe and started smashing down some doors. And just like that, I had finally found a sledgehammer. Don't let my montages of looting fool you. This took hours of searching, but it was a search that finally came to an end. I quickly put my new sledgehammer to use to bring my vehicle into the storage units. I wanted to load up a generator to take with me to Louisville. It was a waste of time though. The generator I packed away in my trailer had fallen out onto the road, and I was not about to go fight off 100 zombies to get it back. I still had another fight awaiting me ahead. If you don't know, in order to get into Louisville, you need to tear down the fence blocking your way in. To do this, you need a sledgehammer. You also have to kill a bunch of zombies. I pulled into the retail strip I had seen earlier on my annotated map. Parking in front of the cozy crockpot, a diner with an apartment above it, I planned to make this my forever home.
Wow, this is garbage.
I explored my surroundings a bit. I was low on food, so I made sure to grab some before heading back to my new home. The door to the upstairs apartment was locked. I wanted to keep my door and not have to craft a new one, so I lured in some zombies into the restaurant, hoping to get a key. I made my way into my new home, and it was fantastic. A little messy though. Up to this point, I had one goal in mind, and that was to find my way to Louisville and set up a base. But this base I had found was not yet a home. I would spend the next few days running around the area, renovating and decorating my new base. What is the point of having a base if you don't have loot to store in it? So I headed out once again to do some looting. I grabbed the large trailer I had seen on my way here and a new generator. I left the generator at the gas station for now, in case I needed to refuel my car. I visited the gun store, got level 3 in carpentry so I could grab a metal cabinet, and then headed to a fortified home nearby I had found on an annotated map earlier in my playthrough. The loot wouldn't feel as good if you didn't have to fight for it, and I had to kill a ton of zombies to get into this one. In the end though, the loot still didn't feel good. It kind of sucked. But I got a cool teacup, I guess. Now, I have something I haven't told you yet about this playthrough. You see, the entire time I've been playing, I have had a secret goal. I had been collecting booster packs of Pokemon cards off dead zombies, and I had acquired quite a few. The whole video up to this point has been an intro to my Pokemon card opening video. Let's see what I get. I had got myself several rare holo cards including Charizard, Venusaur, Ditto, Alakazam, and Gengar. Killing all those zombies really was worth it in the end. I had reached the point in this playthrough that I was satisfied with what I had accomplished, and decided to retire this character for now. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. I am also grateful for all the support I have received since I started this channel a few months ago. I am closing in on 500 subscribers at the time of making this video, and to me that is just amazing. So once again, thank you for watching, and I hope to see you again in the next one.